to my channel. This is Makeup by Mackenzie, and I am Mackenzie, obviously. Today, I'm just going to be doing a chit-chat, get ready with me. I'm going to be talking about my life, I'm going to be asking questions about your life, and we're just going to get to know each other and do some makeup. So, without any further ado, let's play with some makeup, shall we? Well, I've never done a get ready with me before. I'm kind of excited to do it because I've never done one before. And I'm in need of some serious makeup therapy right now. It has been a week, let me tell you. Definitely feeling the stress, you know, between work and school, because I'm getting my master's degree right now, and YouTube and all the other stuff in between. It's just been a lot. So I definitely need some makeup therapy. I actually don't have a plan for what I'm going to be doing today, so we're winging it. And I thought it would be kind of fun to talk to you guys while I do my makeup. I'll tell you what steps I'm doing and what products I'm using, but it's going to be pretty informal. I'm mostly just going to chat. We're going to start off with primer, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer, the matte kind, and I'm using the NYX Proof It Eyeshadow Primer. So how have you all been? Anyone else in grad school? If you're in grad school, you know how stressful it can be, especially when you're trying to balance work and everything. It kind of felt like this was the right time of my life to do it though. I don't have kids, I don't have a husband. Work is pretty much my only obligation other than school. I definitely wanted to do it at some point, so I just felt like, you know, now was a good time. I'm taking a lot of classes, and it's stressful. It's a lot, and I'm definitely not going to take as many classes as I'm taking this semester ever again. Work's been going well. They've been giving me a lot more responsibilities, which is really great. It means that I'm doing something right? I'm getting to know the people at work really well. I really like my job so far. So it's kind of nice, even though I'm busy and it's a lot with school and work and everything else. It's good to like what I'm doing, you know? This was the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm not doing foundation today because I don't typically do foundation on a regular basis. I just don't think I need it. I haven't had a whole lot of time to like think about anything else. And there's a lot of things I feel like I'm neglecting a little bit, like my friends. I haven't really had much time to hang out with my friends. As far as I can tell, they understand, and I told them like the next few semesters of grad school aren't going to be like this semester because I'll be taking fewer classes. So I might have a little bit more time to do stuff with them. I'm really impressed with myself of being able to do YouTube at the same time because, you know, YouTube takes a bit of time because you have to take the time to film, then you have to take the time to edit, you have to take the time to upload, all that kind of stuff. I will say I haven't been doing very well with my social media. I don't post as regularly as I should, probably. One thing that I would like to kind of pick up on that I don't think I have the time this semester at least is dating. You know, I haven't really put myself out there in a while, and I'm at this point where I'm kind of ready. You know, I've been alone for a while, and not alone. I haven't been alone. I've been single for a while. I haven't had a boyfriend or dated really in a while. I'm ready for something a little bit different than the things that I've had in the past. I felt a little bit like I haven't been very lucky, at least within the last few years. I've kind of always let relationships sort of just happen. You know, I haven't really gone out and pursued one, and I've never really been the kind of person who like puts myself out there. And so the relationships I've had in the past, they've been fine, although I've certainly had bad breakups and stuff like that. But they haven't been ones that I've like pursued. They've been ones that once I'm in a relationship, I'm totally committed. I'm totally in it. I'm not the kind of person who puts myself out there into the dating world. And I'm not necessarily sure that I will ever be that person, although I'm sure my mother would prefer that I be that kind of person. But I'm definitely ready for something new, and I'm ready for someone new. I know what I want now. I can definitely say that. And I think in my previous relationships, I haven't known what I wanted, and so I've kind of let. I certainly was more naive in a lot of my other relationships, and I've kind of let things just sort of happen to me, and I think I've put up with things that I don't think I should have had to put up with. Looking back at some of the things that have been said in my past relationships, I totally realized like how wrong it was, and it's kind of over the years I've realized how much things that have happened in my past relationships have really affected me, and both good and bad, you know? It's really interesting to think about how much of a lasting impact words that people say and the things that people do can have on you. And that's both a good and a bad thing, because it's bad because it hurts. And you think about it a lot and it gnaws at you. Then it's also a good thing because you then know what you're capable of. You know what you can handle, you know what you can't handle, you know what you want, and you know what crap you won't put up with anymore. I feel like I'm a stronger person because of the things that I've gone through, and I know what I want. You know, that's something that takes time, and it takes experiences, both good and bad, to know what you want. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. I'm definitely a more mature person than I was in some of my past relationships, and I'm ready to try something new. Hopefully, fingers crossed, something good comes next. And soon. I could really use something good soon. By the way, I set my face with the CoverGirl Advanced, there you go, CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder in the shade Creamy Natural. So, the palette that I'm going to use is the Morphe 35O palette, and like I said before, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. I'm gonna kind of wing it, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, I guess this is what I do on a regular basis, like when I'm not doing a tutorial, so should go fine, hopefully. What about you guys? How's your love life going? Anything new in your lives, both love and regular? One thing that I brought up with me is the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Kitten. And I've used this a couple times, but I haven't used it recently. And this is a gorgeous color, and I think I kind of want to do it. So the very first thing before I dip into any colors is I'm going to take a color that matches my skin tone. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Single Eyeshadow in the shade Brûlée. It's just a shade that matches my skin tone, and clearly I use it a lot because I've hit pan. I've got a nice big old hole in there. Did any of you guys see my Halloween videos? I was really impressed with myself with those, because I'm not like into the big like special effects makeup, and I don't really. Halloween is the only time when I've really ever done fantasy kind of makeup, and even then the most fantasy kind of makeup I've ever done was the vampire makeup look that I did. It was the first one that I did for this year, and it was the look that I wore for Halloween last year when I went out with my friends, and that was the most elaborate Halloween makeup I've ever done. And so this year, deciding I was going to do that and do the werewolf and do the doll and do the Frankenstein was kind of out of the box for me. And so I'm really impressed with how those turned out. I'm very excited. That's kind of the nice thing about YouTube, is even though I may not have very many followers yet and I haven't put out too many videos and my YouTube channel's not very old, it is pushing me. It's pushing me to do more and to try more, and that's really cool. I certainly wouldn't have done all of these things that I'm doing if it wasn't for YouTube. Do it for YouTube. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. Just taking that on a fluffy brush. I started a YouTube channel as kind of like a hobby, but you know, YouTube is where I learned how to do makeup. The very first YouTuber I ever started watching, and she's the first one I started subscribing to as well, her name is Sabrina. And I'll have her channel linked down in the description box for you below. so that you can check her out. And I learned so much from her. And I was just finding that I would keep going back to her YouTube channel to watch tutorials and things. She's very good with beginner makeup. And after that, you know, it just kind of became a regular thing where I would start watching makeup YouTubers and trying it out for myself. And at first it was just watching, and then I was like, you know, let me try this thing that this one person did, and it just kind of grew from there. And so I kind of feel like having a YouTube channel of my own that's especially geared towards beginners, it's kind of like my way of giving back and passing on the stuff that YouTube has given me. Makeup kind of means a lot to me. It's helped me through a lot of some really tough things, and I know that sounds really weird because it's makeup, but it has. It really is therapy for me. Alright, so the next shade we're going to dip into is this one right here. I've actually not sure if I've used this shade before. Well, it looks like I have. But we'll try it out. It's kind of got a purpley undertone to it, which is cool. Putting that kind of in the same spot as before. The things that I say at the end of my YouTube channel, you know, where I say makeup has no rules, they're more like guidelines, so you do you, boo-boo. I mean, that's kind of, you do you, boo-boo is kind of my life motto. You know, it's kind of one of those things where I'm just like, I'm gonna do me, you do you, and let's not judge each other for that, because like, what you do with your life doesn't affect my life, so why should I care so much? I want to be kind to people, and part of being kind to people is not trying to change them, not trying to influence them in ways that are based on your own policies, your own life values and things. Like, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live my life, and I'm going to let you live your life the way you want to live your life. And so when it comes to makeup, you know, there are these kind of standards and these techniques and these methods that are typically what's done. They don't have to be. You know, they're just what's done because that's what the trends are, or that's what has generally been figured out that looks good. But once you kind of know these rules and these guidelines, it's really easy to break them, and break them in a way that's kind of fabulous. My goal with my channel is to get you to this point where you can feel like you can start experimenting and breaking the rules for yourself. That's the goal of my channel. It's not to box you in. It's not to tell you what to do. I'm not a rule breaker. I'm not a trendsetter. I've never really considered myself on like the cutting edge. I'm not a risk taker. I really admire other people who are, and if I can help other people either get to the same point as me where makeup is just kind of an extension of themselves, or to this point where they're like, I'm gonna go crazy and break all of the rules, like then I've done my job. Like, there's kind of those two types of people out there, and the thing is like, makeup should be an extension of yourself, you know? It shouldn't be this thing that keeps you boxed in by societal norms. It should be this thing that kind of makes you look at yourself and be like, that's me. There's just something about makeup that I absolutely adore and absolutely love, and I want you to love it too, and that's kind of the goal of my channel, and that's why I gear it towards beginners, because if I can help somebody feel good about themselves, like that would be the world to me. Yeah, that would be the world to me. I don't think I can say that enough. Well, this is turning out kind of cool. This color is awesome. Applicator thing. Oh, so pretty. Ugh, so pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my god. While it's drying, I'm gonna take the fluffy brush that we used for that crease shade, and I'm just gonna kind of blend a teeny tiny bit along this edge here so you get a little bit more of a seamless transition. I'm gonna take this shade right next to the one we were just using on a slightly smaller fluffy brush, and that's just gonna go in the outer V here, just to deepen it up a teeny tiny bit. And then I'm just taking that fluffy brush we used before and blending it out a teeny tiny bit. Perf! It's really cool. I'm very impressed with myself. Kind of gotten a little away from chatting. I don't normally chit-chat too much while I'm doing my makeup. When I'm doing my makeup on a regular basis, I kind of listen to music or I'm silent. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving? Anything fun? Any awesome plans? Gonna do a Friendsgiving, or are you doing it with your family? I always do Thanksgiving with my family, so we're going up to my grandparents' house. And that's always so fun. I love it up there. I love my family. It's great to spend time with them and have a break. I'm definitely looking forward to a little bit of a break. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. To be honest, I've already started listening to Christmas music. Do not judge me. You know, that's my favorite holiday. It's my favorite time of the year. Everything's so cozy and I don't know. It's just awesome. And I'm just gonna take like a fluffy pointed brush. I'm taking the shade that we first started off with, and that's just going all over the lower lash line. I'm kind of just repeating what I did on the upper lash line, but on the lower lash line. What kind of videos do you guys like the most from beauty gurus? Because a lot of beauty gurus do like the challenges and stuff. Do you guys like those, or do you prefer more of the like tutorials? I personally really like tutorials. I think the challenges are fun like every once in a while, but I feel like beauty gurus lately have been doing a lot more of the challenges. I really like product reviews. So now I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to line my upper waterline and my lower waterline with a brown pencil. So this is the Rimmel ScandelEyes waterproof Kohl pencil in the shade brown. I'm just gonna align my upper and my lower waterline with this. I just did a video. My video last week was on eyeliner. So if you want to check that out, I'll have that link down in the description box for you below. This look certainly went darker than I was expecting it to, but I'm kind of feeling myself, you know, with this look. I'm kind of loving it. Alright, so now I'm just going to line my upper lash line a little tiny bit with this. Okay, so that's the eyes. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows off of camera and I will be right back. Okay, so my brows decided to be very bold today, but that's okay, we'll roll with it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer just because I kind of feel like bronzer helps to even out when you do really bold eyes like this. So I'm just gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade Light Bronzer. You know, my skin has been really dry lately, and it's probably because of the weather. You know, things are starting to dry out, starting to get colder, so my skin's starting to get pretty dry. You know what I'll do tonight? I think I'm gonna do a sheet mask tonight. Yes, ma'am. So I'm gonna use the Morphe High Impact Illuminator or Highlighter. This is the Morphe High Impact Highlighter in the shade Spark. Oh yeah. See, this is the kind of gold highlighter that I like, where it's just a touch of gold, because really gold highlighters don't look very good on me. I just find that it looks like I have, like, they're not the right shade for my skin tone. This is pretty perfect for my skin tone. Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we got some highlight going. I think I need something on the inner corner, but I don't want it to be this because I feel like this will detract from how pretty the liquid eyeshadow is. So I'm just gonna use the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Take a little flat padding brush, and that's just gonna go right on the inner corner just to kind of brighten it up a teeny tiny bit. I'm also going to pop that under the eyebrow to lift it a little bit. Lift that up a bit. Just go lift it. And I think I'm just going to use my favorite blush of all time, which is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amore. It's got some kind of, it's like a deeper pink with some gold in it. And I like to put this on last after I've done my bronzer and my highlighter because I find that it kind of helps to blend everything together. This is always the hardest part to me, picking out lip colors. You could do nude with this, but that's kind of boring. Oh, that's too red. Too red. Nude. Oh, you know what? This will be perfect. Okay, so this is the, so I'm picking the Mellow Matte Lip Paint in the shade Tehran. Alrighty, so this is the finished look. I think it turned out pretty cute for winging it. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this chit chat, get ready with me. It was certainly a lot of fun and definitely very therapeutic. I really needed this. I needed a chance to just kind of talk to you guys and chill out and do my makeup. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will comment down in the comment section of some of the questions that I asked. Also let me know what videos you would like to see in the future because I want to do what you guys want to see. If you want more chit chat get ready with me's, if you want more tutorials, if you want more videos like the Halloween videos, if you want me to do a challenge, let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. I will have all of the products that I used in today's video listed in the description box below for you to find. I will also have a link to my GoFundMe campaign. 100% of those proceeds goes towards making this channel the best it possibly can be for you guys. So if you like this channel and want to help me make it better, please consider donating to that. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at MUBYMackenzie. And if you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like it in the future. Alright, that's all I have for today. Remember everyone, makeup has no rules. They are more like guidelines. So, you do you, boo-boo. Alright, see you next time everyone. Mongolians invented lemonade around 1219 AD. Well, we would call that CE now. Sorry, Snapple. And I forgot something. Of course I did. Goodness, I need a life. I've just kind of noticed this color right here. This kind of poopy green color. What would you do with that color? No wonder it doesn't look like I've touched that color. It's kind of an ugly color. Alright, so now I'm gonna move on. Ooh, jeez. Alright. Cool, where's the lid? The lid. There it is. Ooh, shiny. The best it